Evil? Come on. Oof, I'm sorry about the tears. It's okay, forget to say hi. I'm evil. I don't deserve a hi. How is the sound? Ah, yeah, hello, welcome everybody. Uh, I'm doing well, thank you, Diane. As well as one could be, considering everything. Hey, Nico. Hello, CPU. Which trailer? What? What? How did you come here? Just by the Twitch notification? I'll tell you which trailer. Go watch it. Hey, Axis. Are you probably Axis or definitely Axis? Hey, hey. Hey, Anorika. That was something. That was something I made. Did you like the update? Where you can hype. I just checked the Discord. There's the coming soon channel is gonna be the hype channel from here on out. Any event or any release, I'm gonna make an event and you can hype as much as you want on that channel and on stream. Hey Rue. It is too soon. Should I push it? I'll push it. I'm okay with pushing it further if you feel that it's too soon. I don't want to cause anybody anything like anxiety or yeah, aren't they cool? They look cool. Um oh wait. Oh no. What happened here? This it should be like this. It should be like this. But man, this was drawn for the header. I won't push it. So, hi everyone. The webcam is a thing now that I'm gonna try to get used to. So it's very small. Give me some time. Maybe it gets bigger and maybe it will be just a Jiffy cam. Well, I hope it hits. Um, yeah. For anybody who doesn't like to see faces, I understand you. I am very sorry. I totally understand you. I don't want to see my face or anybody's face, but it is what it is now. Welcome back, Diane. Do you like it? I know that it's too much. I know that this trailer is too much, has a lot of things, but it needed to be there. Everything needed to be there. Oh no, don't cry. Keep them, like, just reserve your tears for when the updates start, because since we are revisiting the story from the start, in a way, remember how depressing Volume 1 and 2 were? Yeah. I was able to just catch up on chapters, and now I'm so lucky. Welcome, Duto. Did you like it? Here's the funny thing: everybody, when the updates for Volume 9 ended, um, a lot of people were like, "What that question? The question that the epilogue started ended with." And a lot of people were saying that it's a time for a reread, and I'm like, a reread, yeah. Well, you can wait. You can reread with the boys. The boys, the feel. Neko, did I say hi to Neko? Did I like it? I loved it. Well, that's good to hear. So yeah, this was supposed to be dropped. This trailer was supposed to be dropped on November 30th. First things first, I need to say this. This was gonna be dropped on November 30th because I didn't plan anything for November 30th at all. I was kind of um, for those who don't know, when I took a break, I was in a really dark place, and uh, when the anniversary was approaching, I felt like, uh, man, it's the 13th anniversary, which is my favorite number, and I'm all alone. Um, and then a few days later, I was like, it's the 13th anniversary, and I'm all alone, which for those who don't know, I like being alone. So I quickly made a twist to that. But still, I wanted to post something. So I decided that I'm gonna bring back the series on the 30th of November, just like when I started, because I kind of feel like that, and I'm gonna talk about this in a second because I just posted a what's it called, a blog post. So the thing that happened is, I don't think I should started this with for those who don't know, because I think everybody knows what's happening in Palestine, in Gaza, and it's a thing that is too close to heart, too close to the soul, that I kind of felt like doing nothing. I totally just shut down. I had everything prepared, but I didn't feel anything, and I kept going back and forth, asking my mother, asking my best friend from school. I kept asking people around me, like, what should I do? Because personally, I didn't feel it. I just stopped feeling it. Um, but I don't know. I kept doing. We have this prayer that when you're confused about what to do, you do this prayer and you pray this. You say a certain dua or certain prayer to God to help you make a decision. And I kept doing that as well. Like, should I come back or not? In the end, what I went like with is to just, I'm gonna come back because it's not healthy for me to stay where I am. But I'm not gonna do any festivities like White's birthday or the story's anniversary or anything. I'm just gonna drop this trailer, and because you saw the trailer, it's it's hype. It's like come and hype with me, come and feel good with me, and we're happy and all that. But I didn't feel happy. I'm not feeling happy. Not didn't. I'm not feeling happy, to be honest. Um, and I kind of felt like I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna be streaming games. That's what I thought. Like I'll come back. I'll just do gaming streams. But it didn't make sense as well. So the thing is, like when explained it to my mother, like gaming streams, I can come and play a game when I feel like it. When I don't feel like it, I'll just shut down. When it comes to Grey, is it has a schedule. I can't shut down. But then I thought about it, like yeah, I can control that schedule. I can like if I want to shut down, I'm gonna shut down. So yeah, so it's supposed to be 4 days from now, but then I decided like okay, I'll just pick some random date and do that. Checking the chat, reading the story for like the 100th time. All of November is great. Yeah, same. That's why I didn't make it on November. The idea was to release the trailer on the 16th, which is the day that I finished half of the pilot chapter back in 2010. And then the update's gonna start in November 30th. So it was actually sooner than December 16th. So I pushed it for December. I'm trying not to obsess about the idea that I have my face on screen. But yeah, that's another thing that I'm going to talk about and why I have it up. It's hard to enjoy when people are suffering. Yes, that's exactly my feeling. And I genuinely don't feel like I felt bad about. I know the music. I know the feelings. I don't want to hype things, but at the same time, it's not like I'm like if I was drawing. I don't want to put down anything, but there are certain like if I was a comedian, and my whole online presence is just doing Instagram lives, making fun of things, I would definitely not come back. But since I'm trying, and my whole mission is doing something good, even on a mm, micro level, I thought I should push myself, and I am pushing myself to be honest. Hey, Psycho. That's that. That's the whole idea. I'm gonna post. I'm gonna publish a blog post about the trailer. I've been documenting everything. Tell you what, let's go to the blog. I just published a blog post while you were watching the trailer. And I'm gonna save you reading that. I'm gonna read it myself and just comment on it. It's the plan for this arc and for this return, because I see a Eldar name in the background. Which background? Which background? Where's the Eldar name? Oh, here? Where is Eldar? You can see Eldar's name in the background. The other image? I don't see it, but yeah, before I go to this blog post, I want to say I mentioned it before on one stream or on Discord, this webcam thing where black holds white. Oh, yeah, yeah. This one here, yeah. They have a lot of things behind them. Let's show the. Uh, let's see. Downloads, I think. Is it this one? Yes, this is the full drawing. So they have a bunch of things behind them. Thank you, and I'm just trying, to be honest. No, not at all. Don't worry about interrupting. Um, I haven't talked to anybody, and I haven't used English since I left, since July. So my language is very broken, and my communication skills overall are just bad. Oh, so yeah, back to the webcam thing for those who are wondering. Um, I want to do more. Now that I'm back, there are a lot of things in my mind. I want to do a few things and I want to focus on streams more than anything. Not focus a lot because overall, I'm thinking of minimizing my time online because I felt very good. Uh, I felt like I'm back in a lot of ways. I felt like I'm back in 2010, and I'm gonna talk about it. There are a lot of things to talk about. And one of the things that I really liked is I liked the idea of having 80% to 90% of my life offline. And then when I'm online, it's quality time, it's good time that is short and focused. So I want to stream, like I'm gonna be streaming. If it all goes well as I see it in my head, I'm gonna be streaming not only art, other things too, which I think there is a little bit of benefit for me and the viewers probably. Um, and to be honest, I used to enjoy streaming back in the day, and then I stopped. And a big reason for it was the over exaggeration of my speech and the need to say things and not go quiet when I am generally a person who doesn't like a lot of the reactions come with my hands, with my face, more than my speech. And even in my speech, if I'm being sarcastic, if I'm it's just easier to see the person, even though I don't like to see faces myself. um so I want to try and love streaming again. um and I know that I won't like it if I kept putting this persona because I only have audio output to the stream. Maybe I like it, maybe I won't. I'll have to test it to know. Gaming is one of them, yes. I'm gonna plan a schedule for it. I'm gonna like there are gamings. There is I have ideas for gaming, I have ideas for reading manga, I have ideas of course for arting. There are the discussion streams, maybe watch parties. Uh, I'm gonna think about it. I'll probably start testing it on YouTube unlisted streams or on Discord, just to see if I'll if it is actually fun, if it's fun for me, and especially reading manga. I really want to do that because there are a few mangas that I want to read, and I'm a very bad reader. Um, but sometimes when I start reading manga, I see things and I think that I can like I start uh, thinking about storytelling and I start thinking about dissecting the panels and art and stuff like that. So it could be fun to just it could be fun just going through that live. Um, what else? Yeah, gaming. The thing is, I'm gonna go to the blog post because uh, I'm gonna say things and just the blog post on its own gives you an idea of what I want. But here on stream, I'm gonna talk a little bit more on how I'm gonna try to achieve that because it's not like just write me comments or just interact with my story. No, I wanna build up something nice. Uh, it's not for business reasons. It's not for any reason, but for me to find my footing again because a lot of things changed the past 3 years, and I I'm enjoying writing this story, but having a very difficult time sharing it with everybody else. So, uh, first, are you going to tell me about the trailer? What do you feel? the idea for the arc, uh, ideas about the trailer. Um, let's see. Copy. Do I still have it copying? Copied. No, don't turn on. So black in colors first appearance in a trailer. Honestly, I needed a recap. Yes, I know. I know. Everybody needs a recap. No more about the past. It's what you worked on since finishing volume 9, right? Actually, I no, I started in June. Yeah, I started in June of this year. I always like I'm always writing. Like, I'm writing this book now, and I'm thinking of the following book, and I'm taking notes and writing scenes. But actual work, dedicated work, it didn't start until June. Um, so yeah, we'll go back to the trailer, but recap. We all hated them. Remember recap episodes like when you watch? I don't remember a recap, like, especially back if you're around my age or my generation. You would just wait for a week or wait for a new episode, and then you find out it's a recap episode, and that's like, oh, seriously, no. You read the manga 3 times that have a bad memory. No, no, it's not just bad memory. It's also like there are 13 years since I started, but also a lot of things like there are a lot of plot hooks and there's a lot of mysteries because Mr. White because Mr. White. Recall. Hey, Frog. Can you spoil how many chapters? Uh, right now it's gonna I have notes till wait. I'll just talk about it now. Recap episodes were the worst. Yes. Yes. They were the worst. Uh so as I'm saying in the blog post, but I'm here with a twist on the concept, and there is no story that needs one more than a story like Grey is. Yes, especially because we have a protagonist who has selective amnesia, and we have a deuteragonist, which I can't spell that word. That means the second protagonist, who is secretive and does so little to counter other people's truths. And also, we have 70 chapters of plot hooks thrown here and there. So a recap and a retell is in order. It drove me crazy for those old recap episodes. Yeah, yeah. They are very annoying, but I feel like it's especially that I'm not just like I remember Hunter x Hunter did a good recap, not a good recap because they used the same scenes from the episode, but they presented it in a nice way, which is it's Gon sending his aunt Mito a letter, so that was nice. At least they put it within like the storyline in a way. Uh, but other than that, like just a recap episode where they dump everything. It's a recap for Black. Yes, it's all news for is it new news? I did try to present everything. The new news will come from Mr. White because he's the retail part, but the recap part probably. So yeah, And then I talked about where I'm at. Uh, I I've been documenting it all. Yes, ever since I started working on this arc, I've been documenting it all on a private Discord uh, channel. So I have a lot of a very focused view on the whole process. Um, so I'm gonna be sharing them as blog posts. So yeah, before I go to talk about the info of how this arc is gonna be released and stuff, I wanted to share a little bit about the mindset. Do you want me to read it out loud, or do you want me to just summarize what I wrote? It is over on the website, but I thought we can talk about it here. That's too heavy if it's white. Ah, white. It's a strange arc so far. Um, yeah, read it, not comment. Read it. Okay, okay. Uh, let's see. Okay, my mindset for coming up with all these ideas or decisions. I'm back to 2010. 2010, for those who don't know, is when I started uh, working on Grey is as a manga and released the pilot chapter. The funny thing is, emotionally, I am back to 2010, but it's funny how everything around me turned, like, went back in time. Uh, like, I was playing, when I took the break, I didn't start right away. And when I finished Volume 9, I didn't start this arc, working on this arc, dedicating my time to it right away. I just kept writing a note, drawing a doodle, and just moving on. I spent a lot of time consuming things, playing video games and watching anime. So I was playing Crisis Core, which I played back in, I don't know, 2008 when it was released first time, 2009. Final Fantasy 7 Crisis Core. I was playing Final Fantasy 7 Remake. I was playing Chrono Cross, the remaster. I was watching Cardcaptor Sakura with my niece when she came. Uh, Rurouni Kenshin got a remake. So I was just sitting and re-consuming things while I am mentally back to 2010. So it was kind of fun. Um, the mindset of 2010 is a good one, but it's a very sad, a lonely one, not sad. So while it was lonely, a lot of things conspired to return with me to that time. So the mindset I'm in now is I'm back to 2010 when I started with nothing but me and this universe. And everything I'm doing out of pure love and enjoyment. It never stopped being a labor of love during the past 13 years, but along the way, many steps I'd taken were based off the business side of things. I was dictated by volumes, by what website design allows, what page count allows, by timing, and by readers and by releases, etc. I enjoyed doing it all, but not anymore. So I'm out of that hamster wheel. And while I use the same scheduling methods, as you can see, I'm still a scheduling freak. And think in bigger pictures, I'm just going with the flow without a care for technicalities or timing. I'm enjoying creating the story just as much as I did back in 2010, and now I want to enjoy sharing it just as much I did back then. And I'll be trying to take all the steps needed to provide a good experience for both sides. The professional end product that is in the unknown future will have to wait. This is a photo from, I think, I don't know, 10 September or something. Could be, I think it's September or October. These are the fashion sheets for chapter 71, the first chapter in the arc. I have here, I need to finish the fashion sheet, which is here. I need to do one for black, one for white, add volume 9 epilogue, what they were wearing, and I needed a sheet for Sasha. Sasha the dog, Jad's dog. Memory board? I don't know what's that. So, why am I posing? There was something I wanted to say here. Yeah. So, okay. I'll continue and then I'll think if I want to share this. So, part one, about like the information about this arc. The first part of the arc, it has two parts. The first part consists of chapter 71 to 74 and ends with a half chapter as both the epilogue for the first part and the prologue for the second. It deals with like there is a main thing that we're revisiting, something that was talked about and mentioned a few times throughout the books, especially in the first two books. And we're gonna explore that now, something that a lot of people not a lot of people, no, actually. Uh, Maybe three people in those 13 years, three people asked about it, even though it's like there's a glaring issue with this memory. Mm, so we're going to talk about that. And of course, we have the question that was presented in the end of volume 9, which is was White around and not completely away for 2 years? So the schedule is going to be updates are back every Saturday, but it's not guaranteed to stay that way. It depends on how well the updates are doing, not on terms of numbers or money. The experience with the community is the currency right now. I don't plan to put the series on break until the end of part one, but it could change to bi monthly updates rather than weekly, especially if the updates catch up to the buffer pages I currently have. So yeah, it's gonna be Saturday. We're gonna start on December 16th, and I'm gonna test. I'm gonna like update in the 4 Saturdays of December, and hopefully um, I'll feel I don't know, some kind of uh, comfort of posting and some interactions back about what's being posted, uh, to the extent that makes me want to go on, because I don't want to repeat a lot of the mistakes of the past. Maybe I'll touch on that later if you feel like listening to a lot of things, a lot of ramblings. Printed book, the big question. I'm sorry for those who like to read by the book, but I'm not thinking of that at all right now because printing trauma, I removed the word trauma because it's not trauma actually, but it feels like that. The last printing experience left me with a big scar that hasn't healed yet, and considering I'll be changing printers again, this step is placed at the furthest back burner. And also, I'm not gonna be doing a printed book because of readership. This is the most important thing that I'm trying to achieve right now. Readership. I want, like, even if it's 10 people, I want active readership where it's fun for me and the readers. So I'll read and I'll just add if I have more comments. Right. So I'm not printing the book because I don't want to divide my readership anymore. When I deleted my Patreon and anything that was behind the paywall 2 years ago, I did it because money was never the reward for me, and I got so little from both sides on terms of interaction and communication when it comes to the story, which is the real reward. The job itself is a lonesome endeavor, one that is filled with excitement and eagerness to show and discuss. Hearing back from one or two people after I print and ship the books, while the free public updates get one or two comments, if any, no matter what's happening in the update, this drove me to the state of a sharing burnout. So, right now, I'd like to interact with everyone at the same time about the new update. And that's why I thought releasing the pages for everyone at the same time is a good and also an easier idea for me. And I'm hopeful that it'll be better this way for any discussion streams or releases. I get that maybe some people still like to hold the book and read it, and this is how I kind of also offered the story. So people are trained to wait for a book and read it as a whole. But I'm going back to my roots again. 2010, I used to update once a week, and then people got too excited, and there was a lot of interactions that I just was filled up even with more like love and excitement to finish more pages that I there was a time when I used to update twice a week, uh, and I had a lot of buffer, and that was really fun. And I hate to think back at all these times. Like I remember when I posted chapter 56, which is the last chapter of volume 7, on Patreon, and nobody like gave any comment, and I was so excited about it. So the chapter when black and white like make amends and are friends again, and eventually people commented on it, but like it's needed to share something, and I'm like I'm here telling you the secret or telling you the story, and I'm not hearing anything back. It kind of killed me over the years, to be honest. Um, Not to mention, like even this, when I'm working on the recap, this big point that we're gonna explore the first 4 chapters of this arc. I remember like whenever I would share a chapter with a new information about this memory that is completely contradictory to what was presented before. Like I understand the story had a very confusing start. I understand that there are years of like in between these arcs, but still, it was kind of disappointing to just, oh, I'm gonna throw this now, and then people are gonna be surprised, like what exactly happened that night, and then nobody says anything. In Tumblr, one person asked about it, and recently on Discord, a few people were discussing it, and that was the beauty of Discord for me. Discord, when it started, I annoyed everyone with how excited I was for finally having a community and finally having people to discuss things about. I kind of, I kind of administrated, or I managed that in a very bad way, considering the timing. It started really nice, but then I wasn't prepared to to be in a position of authority or a position of taking care of all these things at once. I wasn't prepared, definitely, and I don't have the social skills to to interact in that position. Definitely, a lot of things went haywire, and eventually I left with a bad taste in my mouth when it comes to Discord. But I want to fix that. I don't know if there are ways to fix that, especially, uh, I don't know. I don't want to go in too deep regarding this, but this is like what I mean, that I just need, I want this story to have the community that we all want in a way. It's not just me, you know? I share my thoughts with my sister, but I don't really go on Discord and comment after chapter. But I should be more in discussion online. I understand. See, the thing is, I understand it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I am. I really hope you understand me and like take it from a good place. I kind of say things in a very serious manner. That sometimes people think that I'm just angry or I'm just ranting when I'm just putting out my emotions as factually as they seem to me. So if anything sounds bad, please do just like, yeah, you either ask me if I mean it in another way, or try to give me the benefit of the doubt. But the thing is, when I thought about it, I felt like I understand that not everybody likes to talk and not everybody likes to leave comments or discuss. I totally understand that. I've been trying to get into streams of people that of YouTubers that I enjoy their watching. I've been trying to join their streams, and I felt how hard it is to get into a space where there are people already there, and it's very hard to talk to a streamer or a YouTuber, a person in position, in an authority position. It's just weird. It's a weird feeling. So I understand that. But at the same time, a lot of us are doing it even though we don't like for me, I'm not really comfortable of like I'm putting a webcam over there and I don't like that, but I'm trying to make it something for me to be comfortable enough to be here and just because there is no point. And this is where I left last year. Not last year. Last July. I left with a feeling like nothing has a point. I'm doing all this work and it has no point. It's just pointless. So I kind of feel like I get out of my shell to give a lot of things or share a lot of things and discuss and explain. And I don't always see anything back. And it's sad when, like, as a writer, when I talk to my sister, I keep telling her, like, I'm writing a story. I'm not just sharing art. If I'm sharing art, I would understand. I would just shut up and get in line. But when you're writing a story, you need somebody, you need people to just discuss it with, you know? I really appreciate people who are chatting because you're just keeping me on check so I wouldn't ramble too much. What you're saying is very understandable. I understand you do, and you are right. Thank you. You are working so hard, and that's the story and the characters that are so dear to you. Thank you. They are so dear to a lot of people. I wouldn't be narcissistic, if that's the word. I wouldn't be like selfish enough to come here and say like come and like my story. I know that there are a lot of people enjoying it, and this is the thing that started the Discord. A lot of people were excited that we finally have a place to discuss and talk about theories and talk about things. So uh, I know that there are a lot of people out there that they want to talk about it and share ideas, and I want to try and do a better job at providing the space for that as an artist and understand the feeling of making something and putting your emotion in it and sharing it to others. They are oh frog. I was thinking about you. Actually, when I shared, this is one of the things. Like I'm gonna tell you how it feels, how it felt a lot of the times when I work. I was explaining this to mom a lot of the times, and since Frog is here, I'm gonna use her as an example. Um, when I was really depressed back in August, July and August, I was telling my mom, like, she's telling me, like, just draw the story. You like it, you enjoy it. You don't have to think about putting it out or about the audience. And I'm like, it doesn't work that way because I am very happy drawing it. But first, how far can that take me? Like, just doing it for myself. And second, when I'm doing things, like when I'm writing a certain line or when I draw white in a certain way, sorry, but go back to Frog. If when I draw a scene between Jad and Black, for example, I can't help but think of Frog because I know that she mentioned these interactions, like there are interactions between these two so many times that I can't help. But when I put pen to paper, I think, oh my God, I can't wait for Frog to see this. When somebody 10 years ago sent me asking if, hey, wait, did Black arrive with was Black with Amir when the accident happened or not? Because this chapter said this and this chapter said that. While I was drawing and writing scenes about Amir's accident, I was thinking of that person. And I remember the anon message box of this person that sent me on Tumblr. So it's a like whenever I'm sitting down and I'm writing, I'm thinking of all these faces, usernames, anon messages that I've got of a certain thing that I'm here and I want to share it. And every time I share it and nothing happens or nothing is said, it is just I'm a very optimistic person by design. I just keep going. I keep going. But when I reached a point where there is this sharing burnout, I had to sit down and think why it's happening. And I realized a lot of it is because of this. I even, I'm gonna mention this later, but remind me that, no, let me put a note because it's something related to Grey's. Yeah. So yeah, not printing the book and not putting anything behind the paywall. I know that not printing a book and not having a Patreon or a Ko-fi or whatever is gonna upset a lot of people. Not a lot of people. I can say a lot of people because there are a lot of people that are buying the book, but there are not enough people talking about it. So I know that there are a lot of people that are reading the story and talking to their friends about it, and I'm not in a position where I can see other people's conversations online. So I don't get any feedback about the story. So it's gonna hurt me financially, to be honest. Not having a new book to release unless I print an art book or something. But I don't want to print. That's the idea. Anyway, if I make a digital book or something, and not having like something like Patreon or it's gonna hurt me financially. But I seriously now I am a kid who is drawing this story and want to share it online on what was something like DeviantArt and just have fun with people talking about them. It looks so stressful seeing you print and deliver all the books. it was I was getting like people take photos and get excited, but I got one email about volume 9 when I shipped it to everyone, and I'm like, I'll never forget that person who sent me the email because that isn't the norm. It's not normal for me to hear somebody's thought on the book that I released, and I always mention that I can relive the feelings all over again with everyone. Like I can share something on Patreon, people like fresh out of the oven, they're gonna see something and we're gonna talk about it and get excited about it. And when I release it 2 months after, I'm gonna get excited again. But it's nice to have just one time excitement. I don't have that much energy to show all these emotions. So I'm thinking about that myself. I I don't want to stress myself and overwork. I just want to go with the flow, as I mentioned earlier. So another thing after that is the proofreading. The proofreading, there is because the current chapters haven't been read by anyone other than the three editors inside of my brain, which also aren't English native speakers, sadly. The released pages aren't proofread like in the recent years. Uh, of course, when I decide to print the book, I'm gonna hire a proofreader. But I will appreciate if you overlook any mistakes, and I wouldn't mind if anyone wants to point out any mistakes throughout, like the updates on Discord or on the page itself, or even ask about a line if you think that it's worded in a way that doesn't make sense at all. From my past experience, sometimes I write something and it doesn't make sense. Uh, so, what else after the proofreading? While I intended to spend less time on the internet, I want this time to be of quality and I want things to be received as a collective, if that makes sense. And I don't know if this line, for example, makes sense, but it made sense in my head. But I know you get what I mean after I rambled. I share and you receive fresh out of the oven, and we can work things out as we go when needed if a problem arises or if some changes need to be made. Things are coming full circle with this recap arc, and I hope it'll be a good time for all. So, thank you for understanding. And lastly, even though at some point, that was in July 14th, 2023, I wrote that now that I have 2 chapters finished, and no, what I said, this book, this is the. I wrote, this book is either the best rewarding book or the most boring. I wrote that in July 14th. But now I say, now that I have 2 chapters finished and 2 completely storyboarded, I feel that it's more on the rewarding side for those who have been following the boys' messy life. It has been messy, and they're gonna do some cleaning up and tidying with this arc. Are you going to upload this live when it's finished? I have an appointment. Yeah, I'm gonna. This is on Twitch. Yeah, I'm gonna add it to YouTube. It's gonna be unlisted, but there's a playlist that is called live streams, and I'm gonna send a link to the Discord. It's like the split between anime watchers and manga readers. Everyone is at different parts. Yes, the nostalgia is gonna be it is going to be insane. Come on. It's as I said, the everything around me just took a step back to 2010, and working on these chapters that are in the past is just man. It's just yeah, I kind of feel like it's gonna be rewarding. I hope so. And I would really appreciate it if you just try, for those who are just silent, try to be a little bit like more interactive, more active. I don't ask for much, for real. I don't. It's not like the blocks of texts and the theory crafting. I love all that, but it's not the thing that I'm it's just that when I post something and I see people like even likes or retweets or just like, oh my god, for real, OMG, enough. Can a GIF somebody can share? Sometimes just I feel rewarded. So I'm not asking for much. Uh, and I want to work on myself as well. As I said, I wasn't prepared for. It was the timing and the personality of mine that ruined what was a really great thing on Discord. A thing that is starting, and I want to try to fix that. I want. Um, that's why I want to. I'm kind of a stubborn person. uh, I think that if somebody like anybody who would just come across everything that I came across the last 3 years would just try to um, stay away from the internet. But I want to try again because I know that there is no other place for me. The internet is the place for me and for my work. I don't know if it'll ever be published. I This is the thing that I just put it. I just put a note for. I submitted Grey is for the Viz original. And they take 60 days. If they didn't respond to you in 60 days, that means they are not interested. And we have 25 days to go. Um, I don't know. I don't have any feeling. I can't say that I doubt they'll be interested. I presented a good pitch, I presume. Uh, yeah, let's see. I will use ChatGPT to translate my whole passage. Arabic ramblings. Um, I'll appreciate that. To be honest, I will try to like if we're gonna talk about streams, I'm thinking, as I said, I'm thinking of course we have great is discussion streams, we have art streams. I want to play video games. I want to read manga. I want to watch things if we can together. Uh, I've been watching anime, and there are a lot of things I want to talk about. And one of the ideas was to have, if like I want to set up a schedule for this. Like if I stream on Wednesday, it's gonna be a manga stream, me reading manga, and uh, if you've read the manga, you can just I don't know, come in and see my reactions. If you haven't, we can be reading together. I don't know how it's gonna be, but I have this idea. I want to do a schedule, and one of the ideas were to have a stream, an Arabic stream, a stream where I talk in Arabic. I don't know what I'm gonna be talking about. It's probably gonna be like an art stream, one in English and one in Arabic. I want to do a schedule, but I want to test things first on like a smaller group, an unpublic thing. So it's gonna be a private YouTube stream or on Discord. Hey Aishu, I don't know. I don't know you're streaming here, as I hope I didn't miss something big. Uh, just the. Oops, what's this? Ah, now I know what's happening. I copied something and okay. Just the trailer. I dropped the trailer for the new arc. I feel like you're gonna get excited. It's so far I'm really enjoying whatever is happening in this arc. I'm gonna share a few things from here till December 16th, like doodles or information. So look forward to that. Talk stupid in both languages. I no longer know how to talk. Well, I'm joining that club. I genuinely don't know how to talk anymore. I'll probably, I will need, because Diane asked about this stream. I'm gonna have it up because I don't want people, we're gonna be needing a stream lore. Like, when did Dee start to put her webcam, and then the reason, and then why is it so small? Because I don't feel comfortable having it bigger than this at the moment. I really miss the boys. Oh, thank you. I was hoping that people missed the boys and are looking forward to their comeback. Ah, I want to do that. I want to do that without plans. Like, I say I want to do a schedule and stuff, but generally speaking, the schedule is gonna be like, if I stream on Wednesday, it's gonna be art stream. I know I'm gonna do art streams because I finished, as I said, I finished 2 chapters and I'm working on the second 2 chapters. I have them storyboarded. So every time I draw something, I feel like, oh, this page doesn't have any spoilers. Uh, on the contrary, they tease well. Like when, for example, Black and White, or White and Daniel, or Black and Jad are just standing there, and uh, I'm putting one of the panels from past volumes behind them without the text. It's on its own is just a good teaser. So because you know everything up until chapter 70, it's gonna be fun to see what things are we revisiting. What are they Viz asking you to send for the submission? Well, they asked for a pitch. Like, they asked for a one line summary of the story. They wanted the main cast personalities. They wanted 10 pages, and I sent them. Let me see if I have the, what's it called? What did I call it? Let's search. Viz pitch Greyes. I want to this here and this. So they asked for 10 pages of like sequential pages. So I shared this scene. I feel like it gives. I thought a lot about what scenes. Like, there are scenes that are maybe better visually, but I wanted a scene where it shows the heart of Greyes, the relationship, the inter, the monologues, maybe, the themes, and also the art. This is one of the scenes that I like, that I actually like. So these are 10 pages. And then they want the story synopsis, the character descriptions, other characters. I just added these, and then the target audience, comparable titles, and creator bio. So this is what I sent. We'll have to wait and see. We have 25 days. Oh, no, I should. It's far from a masterpiece, but thank you. I worked on the website too. I hope they see what we see. Uh, I hope whatever is good for the story, and yeah, I hope whatever is good for the story happens. I worked a little bit on the website too, but this is I don't know what's gonna happen from here till I decide to print the book, but this is a very good candidate for the cover. This is another thing that I thought of. Like it's gonna be fun. Just I kept remembering how 2010, 2011 were. I would just do things and share them. Like not everything is behind closed, not close closed doors. Not everything is behind closed doors. Not everything like I'm not working. Recent years has been me working on something and you getting to see it 2 years down the line. And while the feeling is there within me, I just want things to go out as I make them. I'm tired of this. It's a very professional thing, but I don't want to be professional now. So it's gonna be fun. Like, hey, I drew this and this and this, and what do you think would make a better cover? Let's do this together. Let's have fun. This is where I am right now. Have you tried to reach manga production from Saudi Arabia to publish your story on their magazine? I haven't. They know about me. I don't know if they're interested in the story because they reached out to work for me with jobs as an artist. As it is, as it's the usual thing. Everybody approaches me as an artist um, when I want to be an artist and a writer. They're stinking cute. Thank you. You're not planning to rework the first volume with your current style? No. I already revisited the books and made them um, easier to follow with a better paneling and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna redraw anything. No. But what about Grays? They weren't amazed by your perfect. I don't know. I don't know if they've seen it, but from the way they approached me, they know who I am and what I do. I don't know. I don't know if anybody is losing anything. To be honest, I right now I really I've talked before about wanting more people to know about Grey is and wanting more things and want exposure and want and having like real self-confidence in my work. It's not that I don't have self-confidence, but I don't see my work the way I used to see it now. And um, I I'd rather have a good time with the people that like this story one day at a time and try to do more good with it than I don't know, uh, aiming high and stuff. It's so easy to be hit. Ah, again, I don't know. Oh. Well, I really appreciate your words and you trying to get the story out there. Hmm. Have you? Uh, so, um, you should aim to the moon. Your storytelling is so unique. Thank you. Thank you. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I generally like here's another thing that I want to be I've always been honest with people, but part of the reason that I have my face here, another reason is I want people to see who I am. I want to be comfortable with myself. I don't like myself, to be honest. Not in a way that is self destructive. It's more like white. I'm just comfortable with the way that I don't like myself. Very comfortable. Um, aim to the moon. Yeah. So I give the appearance of a lot of the things, a lot of the problems that happened the past 2 years were because I would be, and I think a lot of people picked up on that, like the people who have keen attention and people who do this themselves, they picked up on it and they were fine with it. But not everybody can see that and understand that, which is, I remember some. I don't know if anybody here was was there back in that stream when I was streaming. I came back from the hospital where my dad was in the ICU, and it was a very stressful day. And I came back and I streamed, and my mom called me and she was telling me that his sugar levels are dropping, and I felt what I felt and I continued to stream. So I have this crazy divide. I don't know how to explain it, but I can have a big problem right before the stream and then come stream and you wouldn't pick up on a thing. So right now I'm coming with this trailer and with all these ideas and all this hype, but seriously, I really am in a very, not, I'm not as dark as I was, but I'm still trying to get back. I'm still trying to like it again. Of course, everything that is happening in the region in Palestine is affecting me greatly. But even before that happened, I wasn't very comfortable coming back. I was just really not feeling it. And when I do the year review, because I have this calendar where I write everything that I do, or like I write one thing that I did, or the like the big headline for the day. I just draw something or write one line, and I plan to do a stream by the end of the year to review all that. And you're gonna see that I'm not feeling it, but I have to be here. So I really appreciate if what you see is what you get. Yes, but remember that there are things, other things that are you're not seeing. Um, Even friends, like real life friends, if anybody is watching right now, a lot of people, I got into a lot of problems because people like, oh, you said that you don't feel good and stuff, or we just had a fight and then you came to stream and you're all fine. I'm like, what world are we living where we just judging? Like, this is my job. It's this is what everybody was trying to tell me. Like, you have to come back because this is your job, and it's very hard. It's too bad it's not translated, but there's this video that I shared today on Instagram stories. It was a person that, like, he's a vlogger, and that's exactly what he was talking about. It's hard to come back because he's affected. He's also affected. All Arabs are affected, or decent Arabs are affected by what's happening in Palestine because it's the case for us, and because nobody heard us, and now everybody is hearing us worldwide, and it's just very sad but very hopeful as well to see people. Oh my God, people are seeing the truth for what it is, um, or what's happening for what it is, and he was saying that the problem, like when you have a 9 to 5 job, or when you have a manager or something, you have to get up and continue your work. If you have children, if you have school, but those people who are in charge of their work, they're having it hard. They're finding it hard to just pick up and move on. So rambling again. Thank you for the chats to remind me to stop. Let's see. I think it's all about love. People have to be ready or want a story which characters that will develop a deep and abiding love for. Yeah, and I feel very fortunate to have made such readers, and I'm even more grateful that many of these people are still around. But no, I don't try to promote hard because I have this position of grace. I'm not gonna give it to anybody. No, give it to other people. Come on. You deserve more. Oh my God. Thank you, Aisha. Everybody deserves a lot more than they are putting out. That's at least what I try to believe. What else? Let's see. This is gonna be the volume. This is gonna be the 10th volume. I previously said that the next volume after volume 9 isn't the 10th because I decided I back then I thought that's gonna be called volume recap. Um, but now I don't think so. I'm gonna just stick to the numbers. Enough with the gimmicks or whatever. I was going to say something about Grays and Road to Note. Yeah, that's the Viz thing that I submitted it to Viz Originals. And last thing, the trailer, black in color with everything that he faced. And then time to slow down, Mr. Fast. Focus. And recollect the pieces. Man, this trailer, oh my god, to get everything, my god, it took a lot of time to make it look the way I wanted it to look. And this, the recap. It's, thank you. And then this whole part of revisiting. Recounting, researching, and reworking. And Mr. White, retelling. Ooh, the R is, oh my god, the zipper isn't in between the R and E perfectly. I love Black Who Thinks. Yes, this is exactly what I thought about as well. Other than the Black chat interactions, was like, oh my god, Frog is gonna enjoy this a lot. I fear Black Who Thinks. Yes, you should fear him, but you're gonna love him. Uh, who are you? See, I redrew things. I drew like this is from volume 1, but this is from volume 10, the recap volume. We revisiting the who are yous. And then we have this. You visited me after Amir's accident, didn't you? But we have Jad and Black. Let's see if we can. Bim, 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 bim. Let's see how far we can see. Oh, I can't react with you when I'm tearing up and crying. No! Save them for when it's released. Look at these. Look at this Jad. Just look at him. And this Jad. Oh my god, Jad shines this book. And then we have this one. What do you think of this one? This combination. It's just too heavy on me because, you know, all the release volumes I have been there, I was in the same ground with Black. Ah. Retell. And then we have Mr. Black just has. Black realized something there. Black will realize a lot of things, man. He has such a noir aura here. I know you don't know much about noir's aura, but this like sums up noir in a way. Like they just They're action people. They just forward, forward, forward. It's scary, but I hope it's rewarding. I hope so too. It's a guy's pursuit to reclaim his forgotten past. I know I should have written it's a boy's pursuit because he's a boy. He's a boy. To reclaim his forgotten past. And then Black is all about wanting to find the truth. He would be offended. Black? For comparing him to Noir? He would be offended. He would be very angry. But I mean, I work with White. Oh no. Noir would be offended? Oh, the boy thing. Okay, okay. Yes, yes, yes. I'm very slow. He wants to find the truth about childhood, about amnesia, about Amir and Jad. And then he wants answers to his questions. Did you pose for the questions after the trailer was finished? Just check what are his questions? I mean, he has a lot of questions. He has a lot of truths and a lot of questions, and it was very hard for me to pick up what questions he's gonna ask. He would be so offended compared to yeah, yeah. So we have Wasim. Did White visit you? Did it visit me at your place? Were you there when Amir died? White is uncharacteristically hasty. Were you blind when you visited me at the hospital? And why do you always keep me in the dark? What Jad to? What's the question then? I will want Black wants to tell apart like this thing. This is what I was hinting at because I didn't want to spoil anything, but I just remembered that I put it up on this screen and in the trailer. Like this thing, like when Black mentions that when Black and White are talking in chapter 17 about Amir not making it that night. And then in chapter 46, Black is talking about how he and Amir played video games before he left and got into the accident. We have two different stories. And only Frog and Corey and that Anon message on Tumblr mentioned this for the longest time. So we have the accident. Let's pause these. What we have here. We have Black in front an intensive care unit. We have Black in the hospital. We have Black very happy. And look at this. It's just Black. Drawing Amir is very different. It's very trippy. Like, this character that doesn't appear but has such weight. For those who didn't pause and check everything, I'm saving your time. The deep dive we did regarding the holes in Black's. Yeah, you did a lot of, and I appreciate all that. And then comes Mr. White. This part, just as importantly. And just as importantly, he wants to find him. So the cap is gonna be naturally is gonna be a recurring visual throughout the chapters. And then we have this Mr. White. The one he keeps forgetting. And then this scene. To you, I was gone for 2 years, but I. It's the greatest chain of memories. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, they did do that, right? In Kingdom Hearts. They did do re something, right? And then his best friend. My mother, I gave the trailer to my, showed the trailer to my mother and my sister and my younger sister. I keep talking to my sister as if I don't have two sisters, but my younger sister, the one in Turkey, for those who know. And she was like, I want this trailer makes me want to read this series. And my mother was like, my favorite part is this part, my best friend. I'm like, oh, rechain of memories. Yes. Speaking of games, there's a link under the stream, uh, backlogged. It has all the games that I played, all the games I want to play, all the games that I'm playing. I'm playing right now. I'm playing Octopath Traveler, um, which I'm not enjoying at all. So expect a stream soon. I wanted to release the trailer before getting back into anything. And then the updates start on December 16th. And the boys with all the words: recollect, remediate, repress, research, recall, remind, recite, replay, relive, recollect, return, rework. Oh, his return. What's this? Rerun? I don't know. I collected all the verbs and I had to like put them in this the place that works best. My God, writing this arc was really something. How can we get this photo of them? I'm gonna post them on Twitter. Yeah. I always thought, why Amir and Black having car accident if Amir went to Black's house? Yeah, actually we have three. Last time I went out with Farvar and Ami, uh, I asked them this question, like, what happened with the accident? I just wanted to check, and it will be interesting to see if he figures out what the specific trigger is for his memory dumping. Oh my god! Oh my god! You're asking the real questions, Frog. You're asking the real questions. But yeah, I was asking them like, what do you think? And one of them said, "Oh no, he didn't make it," and the other said, uh, I think the other ones said the two conflicting stories. And I'm like, yeah, but do I want to spoil it? It's not spoilers because I'm throwing out what is going to be presented and or should be what should be in your knowledge. Do you want to hear it about the accident, or should I leave it for the boys to explore in front of you? Both. You want me to hear it and see the boys explore it. It's just there are three different uh, main mentions of this accident. One between Black and White, one between Black and himself, and one between White and Daniel. So it's interesting. I'm gonna go out and say it in back. No, don't worry. Don't worry. I just mentioned it. We can talk about it on Discord. Let me check if I could turn this off because I feel like it's very strong. Yeah, I think it's better. What else? Do we have something else to talk about? YouTube description, prepare stream. The clippings. Clippings? Clippings. Like, is there a comeback? Mm. Um, not at the moment. I'm not thinking about it. I have two clippings already sketched and ready to be colored, but um, I started working. I don't take many projects at the same time within the Greyest universe. So I was working on the chapters, and then I took a break to work on the trailer, and then I took once I finished the trailer, I started working on the illustrations. The one, this one, not this one, the one with the one that we was just, which is the thumbnail for this one and this one, and then I had to revamp the website. I really wanted a better look for it, a better way to read and stuff, but everything I looked into was probably going to break something or make me lose the few comments that I have already. And I don't want that, so I kept it as is, and I hope people don't feel annoyed by that. So now that like the trailer is up, the website is done. I have a few illustrations to draw, but I'm gonna get back on the swing of creating manga pages. And once that like reaches a stable uh, way of working, like every day I'm working, I'm finishing, I'm progressing, I'm gonna start putting time for clippings. But right now it's just as it is here. It's related, but on hold. I want to know what Rita thought about White's book and what White thinks about Black remembering him. Uh, dude, dude. I will probably share who is going to appear in this arc, or at least in the first part. Nothing is set on stone for the second part. White will he have updates for it? No, I'm not doing anything for the anniversary or White's birthday. If I felt like it, I'm gonna just draw a drawing for him, a doodle or something. 2 days were hard to wait, and now I'm supposed to wait 20. 20? Is it 20? 16 and 4. What? It is 20. Well, well, it's all about the waiting, yeah? الله يعافيك شكرا. Um, yeah, but the story's gonna be back, and we're gonna learn things with Mr. Black, Mr. I don't know anything. And it's gonna be fun. Sad, but fun. And we're gonna have discussion streams. I'm just gonna see how it is. Like, I'm gonna try to start like doing 1 hour stream after every update on Saturday, and see how it goes. But a schedule is in need because people will know when I'm gonna be live. That's gonna be. There's this thing where I play video games, and the funny thing is, all this time that I was away, as I said, I was consuming things. I was playing video games and watching anime, and uh, everything that is clicking with me was a series that is like. I remember I went out with Ami, my friend, and I was telling her that I'm just being destroyed by duos with black hair and white hair. And she's like, that's on brand. And I wanted to draw that because a few anime, like two anime and two video games were breaking me because of black haired guys and white haired guys, something like that. If it's not too annoying to read on the web, so I'll probably read on that. Well, I'm glad to hear that. You can also find it. I added it to. Let's see. I recently added it to. Um, let's see. Where is Grace? How do you navigate this website? I recently. It's still to up till volume 8, but I want to finish. I recently added it to Manga Plus by Shueisha. If oh my god, stop pasting this. This is another try of me to just like getting it to be picked up by some magazine. Manga Plus is by Shueisha, and when I posted it during October, and it was 42. For the longest time, it was the 30th, but there wasn't enough interactions and views. It was bad on my part. I should have like posted it when I'm back, like so I can promote it and tell people to go check it out. The managing team evaluated drawing skills highly, as expected. But it has a nice design, and I want to post clippings here some other month and try because every month there are monthly awards, and the first three actually, like get promoted to the main website, which is Manga Plus by Shueisha, which has actual manga in it. Not that my work isn't actual manga, but you know what I mean. So yeah, I tried my luck there. But generally speaking, it's another option that you can read because it has like all these modern sliding functions on mobile and on desktop, and it is the highest quality I posted because they want like certain dimensions for the pages. Anyway, so yeah, that's how down I felt at some point that I was just trying to find anyone to pick up the story and just print it for me, and I just want to hide in the background. And then I felt like maybe that's not what I want, and I want to try to get back and try better this time. Maybe it's part of like personal development as well as like a person I know once said that the interaction is what helped them at some point. They were in a very dark place, and the interactions on stream helped them greatly. So it's always good to have a noble cause behind whatever someone does. At least that's how I function. Anyway, thanks a lot for coming. I can't see how many people came. I don't think I can see how many viewers there are, but maybe that's for the better. I really appreciate it. And if you're interested in random streams, of course, on random streams we can talk about Grays. I'd always love that, but it would be fun to just consume other things and make connections through that. So if you like that, you can always head to Discord because that's where I'll announce them. I don't think I'll do anything publicly when I'm trying out things yet. Once I feel like it's comfortable and okay, and also look into the legality of like reading manga on stream. Um, for example, I saved in Manga Plus on the mobile phone. They have the series. A lot of the series that they have are free to read on your phone. for what, like if you open the chapter, the first three and the last three are free, and everything in between is free for the first time. So I was thinking, like, I saved two series. I think I don't know if it's here. No, I don't think I'm logged in. But I have two series that I'd like to read with other people. So there are a lot of things to think about if I want to do manga streams. Mm, if you have any ideas, you can also tell me how they do that. But yeah, if you're interested in that, the Discord, I'm gonna announce these there. We're really thankful for you for all your hard work to come back and update. I'm thankful for you being around. Yeah, it sounds fun. That's all my goal here. I just want to build up a nice community, easygoing, just a place for people to come and have fun and have like and just have chill good time. By the way, did you see Omori will get no, really? Really? I didn't know that. Wasn't it a webtoon first anyway? Wow. Let's read it together later if it's possible. Yeah. See, here's the thing. Like, there's watch parties that I'm thinking about, and that's because first, Paprika, the movie by Satoshi Kon, is on YouTube for free, and it's 2 hours. So I thought we can watch it together, maybe around the end of the year. I've never done that, so I don't know how fun it can be for me just to host a movie night, but we can try that. Um, and we'll see, like, if you're up for it, if I enjoy it, if you enjoy it. Uh, but yeah, reading things together and watching things together because there are series that there are some anime that I watched, didn't finish, want to finish on stream just because, and there are some anime that I very much enjoyed to the point that I want to draw black and white watching the series. I'm not gonna mention it now, and because I'll have to end soon, and I'm gonna talk a lot if I just mention the name of the anime. And or the series, and yeah, the series is 2 seasons, and they're gonna be a third season, and I'd love to watch that not publicly, it's gonna be on Discord for sure, but I'd love to make a watch party for that, or like after the fact just discuss it. Hello, sorry for being. Hey, watch me try to find a way to call you. Dinger's game, because I can't spell the first. I can't pronounce the first part. Schrodings. This is going to be so much fun. I hope so. I hope so. Please mention. Uh, uh, I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. We had a One Piece Gear 5 watch party with my friends. It was so fun. One Piece of one of the things that I know about the Gear 5 from Twitter, but I know nothing about One Piece. I even thought about like, would I ever like if this thing manga thing work? Because for those who weren't here when the stream started, I was talking about this. I want to do a manga stream so I can read more because I'm a very bad reader. I've been reading manga and I'm getting a lot of things. It's fun, but at the same time, it would be fun to just like read together, whether you are reading it with me or you already know it and want to see my reactions, or maybe I can pick up something artistically and talk about it, and it's gonna be an art stream. Because what was I reading the other time? I think Chainsaw Man. I was reading Chainsaw Man, and I'm like, wait, why is he breaking? It's just a fun thing for me to find, like, you know that in manga you should do, or in comics storytelling you should do this, Like these are the rules, or this is how you do. Like this character should stay on the right, and this character should stay on the left. And when I pick up a fault like that, we're gonna call it a fault because it's not a fault, but when I see a fault like that in a published manga, I just like it's fun to spot sometimes. So it's weird when I read manga, I notice strange things, and I don't know. I'm not too excited, but I want to try it, see, and if we're gonna have fun, both you and I. So it sounds fun to have watch parties, and since you have experience, you did a watch party together. You're gonna help me with that because I've never had watch parties or I've never read anything with other people. I've never played. I played Omori, I remember, and Stardew Valley. I think Stardew Valley's short stream that I did when we wanted to divorce Sebastian is what led me to think like, hey, this could be fun if we can do it, and just like it's gonna be some things is gonna be like in jokes and stream lore and stuff, you know. See the generation manga in general, yeah. They play with the rules sometimes, and it's fun to see that. Yeah, but I've been critical of Chainsaw Man recently with the art. It's man, watch parties are so much fun. Can't I can't wait to try it. I'm gonna try it with Paprika at first. Paprika. I don't know, but because it's online on YouTube for free, we can try it on Discord and see. Anyway, I should go now. So thanks a lot. This has been fun. And yeah, the Discord. Blue Period. I didn't read Blue Period, and it was the number one thing that I want to do it on stream. I want to read Blue Period on stream. The bad thing, like the two, let me check. What is the two manga that I saved on Manga Plus that I want to read? Because on Manga Plus, it's legal. At least I'm trying not to read anything illegally on stream. But I couldn't find Blue Period anywhere. But the two series that I'm saving, no, not in Manga Plus, not Viz. My shelf are Chosen X and Akane Banashi. These two. These two. Can you see? No, I don't think. If I lower, oops, these two. Because I found them legally, and even if I need to subscribe, I'm gonna subscribe. We can read it. Blue Period I couldn't find anywhere but Bookwalker, and that means that I should buy the ebook, and I don't know if I want to buy the ebook. But yeah, Blue Period is the number one manga that I thought that I want to read. So yeah, I'm glad that you mentioned that. Hmm. Thank you. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for the hype for the trailer. And December 16th can't come sooner, for real. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you, everyone. And bye bye.